Yeah, 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 yeah. Bóng ai đó nhẹ nhàng vụt qua nơi đây, quyến rũ ngây ngất loạn nhịp làm tim mê say, cuốn lấy áng mây theo cơn sóng xô dập dìu. Nụ cười ngọt ngào cho ta tan vào phút giây miên man quên hết con đường về. Chẳng thể tìm thấy lối về. Điệu nhạc hòa quyện trong ánh mắt đôi môi, dẫn lối như một soi rung đầu khẽ lên môi. Chắc đâu bằng phù bàn đắm đôi con vực rừng trà lấp tiếng chút nhân gian làn gió sẽ cứ mơ màng.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is Friday, which I'm super excited about because, well, I like Fridays. Fridays are a great day. I just finished my first class. I had to rush I felt really bad because they were originally supposed to have 2 days to prepare for their project, and then they were supposed to have 2 days to present. And this particular class last week and this week had 2 days off. So they had 1 day to prepare and 1 day to present. It wasn't cool, that's what I'll say. I feel bad for them. It was interesting because I had this girl in my class that was like, so here's the deal. Since day one, you guys probably know, my number one rule is respect. And so I'm like, when they're presenting, you cannot talk. And there was this group, granted, I know that they're trying to get their presentations together, and I gave them time at the beginning of the class, like 10 minutes at the beginning of class to get their presentations together. And so it is what it is. I'm not gonna like freak out about it. I want you to do a good job, but at the same time, like, be respectful. This is rule number one. You guys know this. So anyway, this girl is like talking. Her and this guy are talking. The guy, I'm like, hey, next time I see you talking, you're gonna come sit next to me. And then like same too. Then I'm like, oh, it's the girl. So I was like, it's super awkward and it's really rude, and I have to get through the presentations for them to like get up and move and come sit next to me. And honestly, I don't want to sit next to you. You're 16 and you smell. That sounds mean, but it's the truth. It's the morning time, so she probably didn't smell bad yet, but you know, that's not the point. Anyway, I decided, I was like, stand up. Super easy. She copped the biggest attitude with me, and I was like, cool story, don't talk. Did not skip a beat and kept it going. Then when it was her group's turn to go, she crossed her little arms and looked at me like, I'm not going. This does not impact me. I don't know how else to say it. You're choosing not to get a final grade, and I don't have time for this tomfoolery. Okay, cool. Hey. Moving on. Hi. Girl, that is nothing for me. Not at all. Like, I'm not gonna try and, you've lost your mind. That's out of control. I thought it was interesting. But it's cool. I have a free period. Oh, look at you. I have a free period this period, and then next period, I have a class back to back. Those poor guys too, because they have to do the whole thing in an hour and a half. Timing, not my fault. I did not set this up, that's all I'm saying. But I think they'll do okay. I also won't make them make a poster. I'll just make them answer the questions. They'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna work on some stuff, get some things done on my cell phone. I will see you guys later this afternoon, probably when I go home. Ooh, I can go eat breakfast. Yeah, I'll see you when I go home to eat lunch. So I just finished in one of my classes that I was actually really worried about because how it worked for this project was that each class had 2 periods to prep and get their materials, create a poster, and all of that. And this particular class did not have that. They had 1 period to prep and get all their materials, and then 1 period to present. It's super loud, but I have to film this now or I'll forget. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm really proud of them because not only did they crush it, but they were still super creative. And I had like zero problems with the presentation. Like, well, that's not true. That was a lie that came out of my mouth. They were civil in their presentation. That's what I'll say. The kids were like, they were talkative, but they weren't like crazy with it. So I will take what I can. I'm really proud of this class. I'm like super proud of this class. That's all I have to say. Oh, and one group, so they just like use the iPhone. They're like, this is our iPhone, and they just like answer the questions. I was like, no, you're supposed to create a phone. On the fly, they're like, so our brand is banana, and it comes in pink and gold. And I was like, that was the best BS presentation I've ever seen. Congratulations. Good job. It was very interesting. What up? So I'm at my second school for the day. I'm in the teacher's lounge. It's a little loud, so I can hear it. I briefly went home, made some lunch, came here, changed my shoes because I'm wearing a pencil skirt. I think I look cute, but I'll take a picture and let you guys could tell me. Yeah. Have you ever had those moments where you're like, I look cute, and then you look back and you're like, I did not look cute. Not at all. Yeah. I'm hoping that's not today. We'll see. Also, I feel like my forehead's really big, but it's only like this big. That's a side note. That's all. Okay. I'm waiting for the bell to ring. The bell. Let's see what these students are up to today. All right, y'all, just finished class, super excited. Woo! I almost fell because someone has a basketball and I'm in heels today. It's not the business, I'll tell you that much. There are a lot of basketballs. One kid's pregnant. Show me your belly. Oh, he's no belly now. He came out with it. They're 16. Oh, well, I will tell you though, my last class, that was interesting. So one class, let me see if I can, there we go. So one class, they opted to do an activity. They had a project today. And then another class opted to do the book work. And I was like, for real though? For real though? Which is cool, but not cool because actually I have to talk to my boss. Like, there's a chunk of my book that I'm missing. Like, they only gave me 6 chapters. I don't know why, but whatever. And so I'll have to have them give me the second part because we are cruising through the book. And I don't know if I'm like, I won't say teaching wrong. I'm just very efficient, if that makes sense. So they, how do I say this as I try not to trip? Like I come in, we do 2 or 3 pages a day and we keep it pushing. And then occasionally at the end of class, I'll give them the last 15 minutes. I'm like, if you get the work done, you can have the last half of class and it's dreamy. And they're like, cool, we like this. And I think because of that, they are, well, we have gone through the book pretty quickly. So I have to remember to talk to my boss. I am now trying my best to gracefully walk to my motorbike in these shoes. Why I put myself through this in these heels? Because it looks cute. But you know what? I am past that point of, I like to look cute. I want to look cute and classy, but comfortable. And a pencil skirt is not comfortable. It's not cute, excuse me. It's comfortable in man's shoes, but it is not cute. And that's what I had on earlier, man shoes. I'm not doing that. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna stop rambling and focus because there are a lot of teenagers about. So excited. Just got my favorite drink. Side note, if you come to Vietnam and you order a drink, keep your receipt. Normally when I go to Starbucks, I like to buy my receipt and then I just go up to the counter and grab my drink. And here they're like, do you have your receipt? Do you have proof that you paid for this drink? And I was like, oh no. This is when I first got here. Now I know better, so I always keep my receipt. I'm going to my university class. I'm so excited. And then after class tonight, I'm going home and I'm gonna chill. You guys, I am listening to this really great book. It's called The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. Sinek. I should like watch an interview with him so I know how to pronounce his name. He wrote the book Start With Why, and this book is amazing. That's what I'll say. This book is amazing. It definitely has given me a lot of confirmation. Like, so one of the things that I know for sure is that I am creating, right? And creating something that I think the world is familiar with, but it really hasn't been done before. And because of that, there really aren't like, how do I explain this? Like, I think in traditional business, people are like, okay, your SWOT analysis. Like, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Like, who are your rivals? Like, what are the good, the bad? And like, they want you to fit in this box, right? And I realized that really long-term, what I'm looking to do, people have not actually attempted to do. They say they have, but they really haven't. And I'm not saying I'm like super creative and innovative. I'm just saying this is what God's put on my heart to do. And part of that is, and how I'm going about doing it, part of that is like, I'm creating this whole different system, something that like most businesses and companies aren't operating on that level, or in that way. And I'm listening to this book and I'm like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. And it's because I'm not thinking as a regular business person, like profit, loss. I think about purpose. Don't get me wrong, profit and loss is super important. You have to have it to run a business, right? You got to make money. You have to track that money. Is this working? Is it not working? I agree with all of that. So that's true. My big thing, however, is what is the impact going to be and how can we make it better, right? And so it's about purpose, like I said. And that's something when it comes to, as he says it in the book, he talks about like there are finite games that have an end, a beginning, middle, and an end. And then there are infinite games, and those games go on forever. And listening to this book, I'm not even done with it, and I'm like, oh, it's just so refreshing. I have vision for an infinite game, and that to me is so dope. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really also very thankful because I'm like, God, you gave this to me. Thank you so much. Can I do this? Of course I can do this. Can I? Oh, I need a moment. Do you guys ever have those moments where you're like, whoa, this is really big. And then you kind of doubt yourself and then you're like, but I've come this far, so let's keep it going. Does that ever happen to you? Okay, I'm gonna go. My arm's getting tired pretty much. And I'm walking. People keep looking at me crazy. I'm gonna go. I will see you guys in class or after class. What up, peeps? I just finished my last class. I'm going home because I am super tired. Also, I did not get a picture of my outfit. Sorry, I lied, but here we go. Ready? Black shirt, super cute, pencil skirt. Normally, I don't wear flip-flops, but I'm walking to my car, so I'm wearing flip-flops. Normally, I had on black heels or I had on my black man shoes. But I needed the man shoes. I have to, when I teach for like 4 hours straight, I'm standing and I have to have regular shoes. I can't do heels for that long. Anyway, I'm going home. It is 8:30-ish, I'm going home. I'm going to bed. I will see you guys later. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.
Không nên lời ấm áp đến cho thành ngàn sao trời lòng thật tên chơi vơi, dừng không gian buổi sáng.